What a day, carriers. See what I want? Do you want to see what I'm making for breakfast this week? I'm going to show you anyway. It's a hearty one this week. So what I'm going to be doing is making some little cheese omelettes in my little egg pan. And I'm going to be having those where they've already started cooking. This is just bacon bits. I'm going to have them with bacon and beans. Which beans do I like? Branston beans. So I've started cooking my bacon. I'm just going to put that back on the hob and then I'll show you what I'm going to do next. So I'm using 2 tins of Branston beans and we need to make them sticky. If you're new to the party, welcome. But if you're not, you will know that I like a sticky bean. It just means that I'm going to cook them to within an inch of their life until most of the juices disappears, because I don't like runny beans. It's as simple as that. But if you like runny beans, you do you, boo. So I'm going to pour those in here and then I'm going to show you what my magic ingredient is that I sometimes use. Love it or hate it. There's a clue. What do you reckon? I'm going to stick in my beans. Yeah, I'm going to put marmite in. I absolutely love them. I'm just going to use half a tablespoon. And that will melt in when they start to bubble. Hang on, I'm going to put these on the hob. Making 8 of these mini omelettes. What I found last time was because I was adding cheese to the eggs, the pan was getting quite full because they are only quite shallow. So instead of using 8 eggs for 8 mini omelettes, I'm using 6 eggs, which I'm going to whisk up. In here, I've got 160 grams of 50% less cheddar from Lidl. So I'm just going to put half of that. The rest I'm going to keep for the tops. And I'm just going to whisk them in. I always put it into a cold pan. I'm not sure why I do that. I just really find it more successful. Just don't overload it. Because like I said, there's cheese in there. Actually, it's easier to do with a ladle because then you make sure you get some of that cheese. Just don't overload them, because they'll rise and then it just all pours out and it's just a waste. So like I said, cold pan. I'm going to whack them on the hob and I'll come back to you in a minute when I nearly do. So that's how we're looking now. I have flipped them over already. I need to put a little bit less ingredients in the next ones because I've got to do another 4. Because it did kind of overspill again and now my hob is cooking its own omelette. But we live and learn. So what I do next is I put a little bit of cheese from my 160 grams. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it back on the hob like that. So now they're doing their thing. My beans are done. That's exactly how I like them. I'm just going to pour it in with the bacon bits. Give it a bit of a stir. And then as soon as my little mini omelettes are done, I'll show you how I dish it up. You're just going to love these. Especially if you're one of those people who's a bit hungry in the morning. And they're easy. So here's the second lot. I think definitely the trick is not to overfill your pan. I would say if you bought one of these, they're in my showcase if you want to go to the top of my page and get one from TikTok Shop. When you put your egg mixture in, no more than half, or maybe just over half full is enough. So I'm just going to sprinkle some cheese. It'll melt like that. I'm just going to put it back on the hob and just let the cheese melt. I'm not going to turn them over because they'll stick to the pan. Do you want them? No. Why? Because they're mine. I'm just going to dish these up now. So we've got Marmite sticky beans with bacon bits and mini cheesy omelettes. I mean, isn't that just the best breakfast ever? I'm going to have to hide these from Grandy number 1 because I know she's going to pinch them. Let me show you. I'm still in there. Try it. Easy. And all I'll do in the morning is I'll take the lid off, place it back on loosely, whack it in the microwave. Simple. You got to try it or what? Oh, go on. And if you do try it, don't forget, I always like to hear from you all because you're just all amazing. Let me know if you enjoyed them or if you try something different or, you add something different to your beans. I know when I made beans the other day, somebody was saying put soy sauce in them, and I did try that and it was absolutely stunning. So that's my breakfast for this week. Catch you later. Mind your business.